one thing I've always had in my life is I've never wanted to be someone who just holds things, by themselves. I'm like, oh, this is my information and no one else is going to get it, because that's ridiculous. Like, not giving away information is ridiculous. And many of you know, like, I love giving away information for free. I could talk about real estate all day. My wife gets tired of hearing about it, so someone needs to call me and talk to me about it, because like, I'm just obsessed with it. I've been asked a lot recently about what's going on with, so I'm sure some of you have seen that I have a lot more on my profile recently, or a lot of posts relating to this company called Tired Agents, which apparently I am starting with a partner of mine. And I just kind of wanted to shoot this video and clarify it because I had some time today. So obviously I'm still in real estate sales, still like investing. All of that still applies. So if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I'm still here to help you. I don't care. I'm licensed in California and Florida, have teams in both and everything in between. Like, I've helped people in Tennessee, Arizona, Washington. It doesn't really matter. Like, I love, like, all real estate is the same in all markets. The information just changes, the data. Okay. So I'm still here to help you. That has not changed. But for those of you who are maybe like me and you got into this industry, or you've looked at getting into the industry, and you're told that it is work, which it is. It's a lot of work. It's not easy, right? It's sales. It's not easy. It's a business. Most fail in 5 years or less. 87% actually in this industry. And, some people are trying to make mega teams, which means you're hiring a lot of agents. Some people are trying to be an individual agent, but the top producer who's just themselves. And that's great. Me, I kind of have a hybrid between all options. I like to continuously beat myself year over year, because in business, I am competitive. Those of you know, I am very dedicated to helping you in your journeys when it comes to buying, selling, or just even other agents that I talk to on a day-to-day basis. There are especially those who I've had on the Cameron Hodge Show. And I'm thankful for all of you. But what I realized is, after, I've been in real estate since 2017, doing a lot between now and then. And I've realized that, wow, I actually start to know some things. And one thing I've always had in my life is I've never wanted to be someone who just holds things, by themselves. I'm like, oh, this is my information and no one else is going to get it, because that's ridiculous. Like, not giving away information is ridiculous. And many of you know, like, I love giving away information for free. I could talk about real estate all day. My wife gets tired of hearing about it, so someone needs to call me and talk to me about it, because like, I'm just obsessed with it, right? Like, sports, none of that matters to me. I just love real estate. I love every little intricate thing, the good and the bad. And Tired Agents is for people who are in the industry as agents or lenders, or maybe you're looking to get into the industry and you want to still save your time, right? Like, the one thing I've realized over these past couple of years that I don't get back is time. There's always more money. There's always more deals, or, there's always more business to go on, but like, time is not there. And I had kids young. I was 22 when my first son was born, and I had my third last year. Now being 29, my most pressing thing is time. I want more of it. And through the use of software, tools, systems that I've formulated and, definitely taken from other people more knowledgeable than me over the last couple of years, and virtual assistants especially, I'm now in a position where I found, for a low cost way of getting into it, to where now I can, really leverage myself in this business. I'm now in a position where when someone comes to help purchase a home for me, it's not just me, it's a team, right? Because like, what happens with me? Well, Cameron his son has karate 3 days a week. His middle son my middle son has gymnastics twice a week. And there's all these other things going on, right? Like, this weekend I got invited to, a party, or last weekend my son had, a classmate's birthday party, and I want to be there. And I found myself, up until last year, or even last year and up until this year, like, mentally I was checked out, or I was just saying no to those events. And that's not what I want to be, because my kids, my oldest just turned 6, and I'm never going to get that time back. It's always going to be gone. And that's what, I've managed to be in a position to where, I have had VAs who do all my video editing and YouTube management to generate leads for me. Virtually free, other than a couple tool costs, right? I've managed to hire a virtual assistant and leverage their time to where I wasn't having to pay anything. Like, other people were paying for it, and I still got the use I needed from their work. And I've managed to have VAs who handle all my calling, all my client success care, to make sure that my client experience is top notch. Right? I'm able to, this week I'm going to be hiring a social media manager, because I don't like social media. I'm not the best at it. And, for a very low cost, a couple bucks an hour, I'm able to hire someone who's actually going to be life changed by that amount of money. So I don't think I'm shortcutting them. Technically, they're a contractor, but I'm able to be myself in a position to where, I'm not taking my buyers on every single showing. But it might sound cruel, but what I'm doing is when people come to buy a house with me, I have agents who are, open the doors, because ultimately I'm the pilot of my ship, right? I need to be making sure the plane goes where it needs to go. And when I'm caught in the middle of negotiating just opening a door, which for those of you who aren't real estate agents, it's the process of your agent getting you into a home. There's a lot that goes on, scheduling and agents not picking up the phone. It's a mess. So being able to take that off my plate allows me to only focus on my client's success and my team's success. And I'm able to grow a real estate business in Florida, and I'm not even there all the time, right? And I still have clients that are just ecstatic and super thankful for me being a part of that process. And none of this is illegal. It's all just how I've set it up. And now I'm looking to give back and teach you how I've been able to do that over this last couple of years. This year would be the first year that I crest 6 figures in real estate. And that money goes in a lot of different places, obviously. I think the one thing I hate about this industry is how everyone's like, oh, I make $1 million or all this. And my question is like, that's great. How much do you keep? Because no one talks about then, they talk about, oh, I made, 6 figures. Great. How much went to taxes? How much of that was expenses for leads and just normal gas costs, right? Like the number dwindles pretty fast. But like I've been able to find a way to where even for this course, I was able to raise business credit. I mean, if I wanted to, I could pull $70,000 at 0 interest, or some of that might be a small 1.5% payback over for 12 to 18 months. Right? And that's just from leveraging business relationships and things like that. Imagine if you knew how to get leads for your business, but you're like, I don't know how to raise the money because, I need to close more deals, but I need money to be able to close the more deals, right? Because look, I was told I had to cold call for 8 hours a day. I mean, I was told when I first got in this industry, it's like, oh, your family is going to have to be on the back burner for you to get this started. And the more I've learned, and I've proven them wrong over and over and over, and they can suck it. And this Tired Agent is the way for me to give back. So if you're an agent who you feel like me, you have another job while you're trying to get started in this industry, or you're also obviously like me and you have family that you want to be there, but you still want your business to keep growing, then this course will be for you. Right now, obviously it is on sale majorly. I do intend to raise the price because ultimately it is giving my time. Like it's not just a course, like you're getting, group coaching call and so much more down the road that I am giving my time for. But to be fair, it is a little selfish because I get enjoyment from seeing people succeed. I get enjoyment from people actually changing their lives. And I promise you, there's always a solution. You just got to figure out, is it going to cost you money or time, or can you find a hybrid model between the two that allow you to be able to keep as much as both as possible? So if that's you, I'd really love for you to sign up. I'll attach the link to this video somewhere. If this is on Instagram, it'll obviously be the link in bio. If you're watching this on Facebook or LinkedIn, the link will be attached to this post. But I just want you to know that if you're in this position, you're not alone. I think a lot of us fail. The 87% in 5 years in the real estate industry, I think a lot of those could be curbed because people are told an old way of doing things. But there's more than one way to skin a cat. It's probably a weird analogy, but there is. And you just need to figure out what way works for you and then to go all in on that. It doesn't mean leave your job. It doesn't mean forget your family. You just got to figure out, hey, is there a solution out there? And if maybe my solution, what it is. And if you're not sure, and maybe you want to have a call to be like, hey, Cameron, what's going to be in your course? I am happy to do so. You can go ahead. I'll also link a calendar link in this post where you can schedule a call with me. Just 15 minutes or less. Have a phone call with me. I'll leave it completely open and you can just schedule a time and we'll talk about it. And I'll let you know what's in the course. And hey, you know what? Maybe I'll even give you a little nugget on the phone call. So wherever you're watching this, I hope you're having a great day so far this Monday, and I hope you have many more to come.